Welcome to the BNB chart. I'm just going to get into some price predictions here for this cycle. My opinions aren't always very popular, but I just go on what history tells us and a few of my trustworthy tools that I use, such as the Fibonacci extension tool. And I use these to predict the top of the markets because they have done so in the past. And you see that with Bitcoin, it accurately predicts it and everything. So I just stick with what works. And in this instance, it seems like the Fibonacci extension is failing me here, which is very interesting because it's not very typical that it does. In this instance, I've used the top of the 2017 market and drug it down to the bottom of the 2018 market as well. The same year it came down to reach its bottom. Usually the upper end of these Fibonacci extensions predicts the top of the next cycle. But as you can see, this cycle, especially in February, we just breached straight through the top of those Fibonacci's and we've stayed up there in kind of a sidewards movement phase. So can we use the ultra bullish Fibonacci extension kind of way of using them? And that is to put the 0.236 line on the top of the previous market. We could also put it at the top of the previous peak, at which point we've basically shown that the top of the market is in for BNB coin. That might not be popular. So we're going to check some other options that we have because interestingly, BNB coin reached its peak outside of any normal altcoin season or anything like that. Look, 23rd of June 2019, it surpassed its previous all-time high in the last bull run. So we almost have to go based on the peak here and the bottom behind it, which is not the typical way of using the Fibonacci's, but it does show that we did extend up here to the all-time highs, and all-time highs reached at that level, the $685 level. And if we zoom in here, we can see that we never quite reached that all-time high again. Typically, that means when you've had this consolidation phase and the retracement of the coin, and now we're going sideways, there's two arguments basically, and you're not going to like it. It could either go up or it could go down. But in this video, I'm going to give you kind of a projection for if it did go down, where would it go to? And if it did go up, where would it go up to? So let's start with the down, shall we? Just so we can get that out of the way. And I'm sad to say, we could go down considerably from this moment. Usually these coins go down quite a lot during a bear cycle. And from this bear cycle, from the peak of that market down to the bottom here, that was a 83% decrease. From the top of this part to the bottom here, that was an 81% decrease. So we know that we can get these, mid 80 decreases, which is not bad actually for an altcoin, because altcoins typically drop considerably more. But if we did repeat this, we kind of got 82% drop from the top of this market. Where would we be coming down to? So here was the peak, an 82% drop brings us, interestingly, right to this area where we had difficulty here. You can see that on the chart, I'll try and zoom in even more. On the chart, we had some issues down here. Now I would say we could probably come down to this $122 level again. If this is the top of the market, this is where it could come down to. However, these areas down here that have a lot more action around them, especially historically, if we did breach this level, this $122 level on the way down, we could see further increase down to maybe this level, which I know it's going to be very, very annoying to hear this if you are a BNB holder, but $46.55 is an absolute possibility. Absolute possibility. So when we do if we have reached the top of the market, we could be revisiting either one of these numbers, $122 all the way down to $46. It pains me to say, but at the top of these extensions, just like I believe with Bitcoin, when you reach the top and you start coming down, and then when you do come back up, but you don't quite reach the top again, that is the sign of a bear market, my friends. And then all we're doing is waiting for the retracement for Bitcoin, for the altcoins to go mad. Ethereum is actually in the same boat as Bitcoin. Surprisingly, this is basically the first time it's ever done it. But you can see that with the Fibonacci extension tool, we're right up here at the upper end of the lines. Now, Binance coin looks exactly the same. It's very difficult to argue against that. So option one for me is that it goes down. I'm sorry to say it, but if you do want buy orders set at these levels or laddering in down down on these Fibonacci's, I would suggest that's probably not a bad idea. However, if we were to start getting bullish again and things did flip and we were planning, or the coin had plans to overextend the Fibonacci extension, where would we be looking? So all we have to do for that is actually look at recent movement. We have to go closer in. And at this point, we would be looking at a $2,228 BNB right at the upper end of all of this. I mean, you can tell me if you see that happening. From this moment to the top of the Fibonacci's, it's only 290% left in the market. If you ask me whether I think that's worth it, I think it's absolutely not. I think if you look at coins like XRP and then look from now to the top of the market, you know, you're looking at almost 1,500% growth potential there. Let's have a look at Sia coin. You can see Sia coins all the way down here with huge growth potential again. So from today to the top of the market, 2,700%. Bitcoin Cash is exactly the same. Let me just draw the Fibonacci's on this one. Fibonacci down, you can see the 0.236 level. We're nowhere even near. These are the coins we want to be getting into, where we've got 3,000, 4,000% left in the coin. Binance, with its 300 or 200% growth, I can't remember what I said, it's just not that interesting to me. But if I was going to be taking action with Binance coin or BNB, I would be setting buy orders at this $39 level, kind of $46 level, all the way up to 120 something dollars. That would be laddering in, a dollar cost averaging in all the way down here, because we will be revisiting these numbers. If you've got any coins that you want me to kind of go through in these price predictions, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, you get a 10x pump for every subscriber, so please do that. I've got loads of other price predictions on here. Go and check out the playlist, it's in the description. If you've got any coins in there, you might want to check it out and see what I think. I also have a course coming out soon that will basically explain crypto and exit strategies for beginners and just help you along the way. I think there'll also be kind of like one-on-one Zoom calls to talk about personal finance or motivation in the market and stuff, just to kind of share my understanding of money and crypto and anything else in between. If you're interested in that, give this video a like. It helps the algorithm. Just a matter of like 4 days ago, we were at 28 subscribers and we're almost at 200. And at this level in size of channel, that's a crazy growth. So thank you everyone who's done that. And I hope you subscribe as well for that 10x pump. All right, I'll see you in the next one.